Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, Mama's Lifestyle Lounge. I am so glad you guys are here today because I wanted to do a little story time, and that is my story of getting pregnant just 2 months after dating. Oh, while already being a mom of 2 boys. Yeah, I know what you're thinking, what a hoe. But I just wanted to share my journey. So if you ever wondered what happens when you skip like the typical fun couple stage and just really dive headfirst into parenting, I've got some stories for you. So let's get into it. Go grab your coffee or tea or alcohol, whatever, and let's hang out in my Mama's Lifestyle Lounge. So imagine this: you are dating someone for just 2 months and suddenly you find out you're pregnant. Oh, and you're already a mom of 2 boys, so not only are you figuring out how to be in a new relationship, figuring out each other, your new dynamic, but your partner is also stepping into a new role as a father figure as well, pretty much overnight. It definitely wasn't easy, but it is our story. When I met my partner, it was one of those things that just felt like really natural, and like the connection was very instant. But 2 months of dating is still such a short time to really get to know someone, even if you feel like you've known them forever and you've had that instant connection. We're still figuring out what kind of couple we're gonna be and, you know, our dynamic, and then boom, pregnant. It was a huge shock, but at the same time, it kind of felt like it was pushing us in a direction we were meant to go in a weird way. I mean, but that didn't mean it wasn't scary. Like suddenly we weren't just dating. We were planning a whole life together. And people don't usually do that until like what? 2 years down the line or whatever, you know. And one of the challenges was having our honeymoon phase cut so short. Like, you know, when people start dating, it's all sunshine, butterflies, cute date nights. We had 2 months of that. We had 2 months of like that party stage. The phase where you're still it's the phase where you're still dressing up, trying to impress each other, going out to dinner, hitting up the parties, drinking, and then boom, universe was like, you thought this was fun? No, you're gonna be parents now. When I found out I was pregnant, I had about 5 seconds of what the fuck before realizing this was going to completely change everything, and fuck yeah, it did. Life just pretty much went from, oh, so where are we gonna drink this weekend, to which car seat should we buy? You know, it was just a huge shift, and most couples get at least a year to enjoy the fun of that carefree dating stage, but us, no, we had like 8 weeks. So most people date, get married, then have kids, but no, not us. We're not the traditional people. Like, who wants to be traditional anyways? But I'm gonna be so real with you, there are moments I missed it, and I still do, honestly. Like watching my friends, you know, post about their fun trips, or, you know, those nights out while I'm over here, like, you know, preparing for a baby. And then, you know, even when she was born, taking care of the baby. It's hard. But here's the thing, after our baby was born, my mother-in-law was amazing. Like, she put through, like, she would gladly babysit so we could have a date night, which is such a lifesaver because, you know, I feel like couples definitely need that, but it's still not the same. Like, yeah, we go out for dinner, see a movie, or, you know, have little date nights. I mean, not gonna lie, there are some nights I thought we were like invincible and ended up partying like we were people with no kids, drinking till 2 a.m. And let me tell you, that is the dumbest thing I could do. Why? Because you can't recover from a hangover when you've already got a baby who wakes up like at 6 a.m. getting ready to get their party started, you know? So it is fun to have a free night and let loose, but I definitely paid for that in the morning. This is where it gets a little complicated in our journey. Like, I wasn't coming into this relationship alone. I already had 2 boys, and my partner just wasn't stepping into a relationship with me. He was stepping into a family. I tell you, that is not an easy thing to do. He went from being just himself, single, to suddenly becoming a father figure to 2 boys, all while preparing for a baby of his own. Like, it was a lot for him to take on, and I'll be honest, there were challenges. So my boys are adjusting to him just as he was adjusting to them, and we're all figuring out this new dynamic and what it would look like. It definitely was not perfect, and we had our moments of tension, definitely, but it comes with learning. And But what I'll always admire about him is that he never gave up. He showed up every single day, even when shit got hard, and never was like, fuck this, I'm out, you know. He didn't have to, but he did. And watching their bond grow is a very rewarding part of this journey. His willingness to embrace everything that came with being with me, like the kids, the responsibility, and all the chaos, it made me feel very, very seen and very supported. So because of the pregnancy, we decided to move in together pretty quickly, and it was a big step. Honestly, it wasn't always smooth sailing. We were still trying to figure out how to live together, how to co-parent, and how to prepare for a baby all at the same time. And you can imagine how hard that was. Like, there were moments where it felt so overwhelming, like, are we even ready for this? Are we doing the right thing? We kept learning and leaning on each other. The most important thing was that we just made a decision to just do this together. Like, we're a team. That's it. Looking back, it was very chaotic, but it's fun looking back. Like, this is my journey, and I'm learning to embrace it. It's a beautiful journey, even if it doesn't look perfect to like an outside world, you know. Mommy. But one thing that did make a huge difference during this crazy time was the support from our family. Like, my other half's mom, oh my gosh, she was so excited. She welcomed me and my boys with open arms and just made us feel like part of the family. His whole family did, actually. So I just felt so supported right away. And of course my family was very supportive too. Thank God, I'm so grateful for that. But there's something about feeling that love and welcome and acceptance from your partner's family that makes everything feel a little easier. Like, it reminded us that we weren't alone. We had so much support. I don't care, take the M&Ms here. These are the things that I've learned throughout this journey, and that was to take it slow. Even if everything around you is moving fast, just take your time emotionally, build trust, communication with your partner. Let your kids adjust at their own pace. They'll adjust. Set realistic expectations, because blending families, just life isn't easy. Like, if things aren't perfect right away, it's okay. Give your partner grace, because we're all trying to figure this out together. Don't expect too much. Don't set your bar too high for yourself. Prioritize communication. I definitely have to work on that, but talk out your feelings. Let your partner, know how you feel. Be open with your communication, and that'll help you stay grounded. But I'm gonna be honest, I'm working on that myself. I think it's super important to set aside date nights, because it's so important to prioritize your relationship with each other and have the time to reconnect, because sometimes the connection gets lost in the whole chaos of parenting. Especially for us, we didn't have much time to spend alone as a couple, doing the alone time, connecting with each other, because we got pregnant so soon into our relationship. So these date nights are super important for us. The last thing would be to lean on your support system, whether it's family, friends, therapists, whatever. Just ask for help, because having people who care about you and support you, and having them around just makes such a huge difference. And don't forget to celebrate your little wins, because it's so easy to get caught up in the stress of life that we forget to celebrate the small things. So just give yourself a little pat on the back, because you've come so far. You made it this far in life. You got this. But looking back, it wasn't easy, but it's been so worth it. Like, I love where I am right now. Sometimes I have to remind myself, like, I'm living the life I've once prayed for. And yes, there was struggles. There were moments of doubt, not gonna lie. We experienced so much love and growth and connection. And now seeing the bond with all of us, our whole family dynamic, it's so fun. I have so much fun. Thank you so much for letting me share my story. I love having fun little story times, and if you're going through a similar journey, just know you're not alone. Life doesn't always have to go according to a plan, a perfect plan. There's no such thing, but it always has a way of working itself out. I promise. Don't forget to like, subscribe, notification bell, all that stuff. But thank you so much for joining me at my Mama's Lifestyle Lounge, your online lifestyle lounge where us moms can just hang out and chit chat and talk about mom shit. But yeah, until next time, take care, and just remember, if I can do it, you can do it. We got this, mama. Mwah.